Okay, friends, if you have made it this far, then I know for sure that you and I have one thing in common, and that is that we were just curious enough about Beautycounter to learn a little bit more, to ask some questions, to dive a bit deeper. When I walked into my friend's salon and looked through that marketing material almost 6 years ago, I was really impressed with how professional it was, but I was also very skeptical of the products. I was curious enough to pick up the phone and call a random person I had never met before and have honestly talked to maybe half a dozen times since then. And I asked her if she could bring some products to my house. And after I tried these in my home, in my bathroom, I was then curious enough to pick up the phone and listen to some calls that our CEO and founder, Greg Renfrew, did about what's happening in the industry. I then did some independent research on my own that was not sponsored by Beautycounter, and because I wanted to know for myself, do toxins in products really matter? Is this industry as unregulated as Beautycounter is saying it is? When I began to peel back those layers, it was not even nobody had to convince me to do this. I just knew I was going to do it because I felt like it was the right thing to do. It was not just, honestly, for me, it wasn't about the business opportunity. It was about making better choices for my family and knowing that as I did that, I wanted to share with people that I cared about along the way. And I thought, I may as well just sign up to be a consultant. So if you are here, you have some of that same curiosity that I did. So I wanted to break down in really simple terms how our business works and how you can get involved. So at Beautycounter, we have over 50,000 independent consultants. How do you become a consultant, and why should you become a consultant? The way that you become a consultant is you go to beautycounter.com/LaurenPapa and you would click become a consultant. It's just that simple. It's $98 to enroll. That gets you your personal website, like your customer facing website. It gets you a back-end website and training program where you can literally, without even talking to me, which of course I'm going to talk to you, of course I'm going to coach you, but we have all the resources you need to literally train yourself in your own time, in your own space, wherever you are, on how to build a successful business with Beautycounter. It's a huge asset that we have. So your $98 enrollment comes with those things. Additionally, you get 2 free products, you get a pouch, and you get some marketing materials for you to share as you're beginning to build your business. In addition to that $98 enrollment fee, you have the choice, totally up to you, whether you do this or not, but you have the choice to buy starter sets. Those starter sets range anywhere from about $250, $300 up to about $700, and then you can add on smaller packages that include makeup and like some specialized things that you can just tack onto your starter sets. Why would you buy a starter set? For me, when I started, I bought the biggest package and I bought the medium package because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to sell something that I personally hadn't tried. And for me, as a busy mom, for somebody to drop something off at my door and say, hey, give this a whirl, and I'll come, I'll stick it in your mailbox and you try it, and then I'll come back and pick it up in a few days. That is so much easier for me than getting in my car, loading up my kids, going to a store, trying a bunch of things. Everybody's running around. I'm trying to, corral everyone. So me being able to actually take these products, put them in a beautiful pouch, write a note to my client and say, thank you so much for even picking these up and trying them. It's not just fun for me, because I get to connect with people, but I think it's really a way that I can serve my clients. So I wanted to have as many of the products as I could so that I could share them and I could speak to those products. When you buy a starter set, the special thing is that you get these at almost 40 to 44% off. Now, your normal consultant discount is going to be 25% off of everything you buy. So you might be watching this and you might actually already be a client or a member with me. And if you're buying Beautycounter on the regular, then you can even sign up and just get the 25% discount. I have so many people where that would actually pay off for them in the long run. So anyway, as a consultant, you get that 25% off. Now, with the starter sets, you view those as your employees. When your products are out in people's hands, they're doing work for you. All of that investment that you put in, that's a business expense. So you actually get to write it off your taxes, and I can coach you more about what that looks like and how to make sure you're accounting for things properly. Now, the next question that you probably have is, how do I get paid? In Beautycounter, you get paid 3 ways. The first way is you get a 25% base commission on everything you sell. Sell $100, get a $25 paycheck. Sell $300, get a $75 paycheck. And then based on your sales level each month, you can hit 3 different bonus levels. So that base commission of 25% stays the same, but based on your selling, you can get a 5, 7, or 10% sales bonus, which would bring you up to making about you would get about 35% commission at a maximum. So if you sell like, let's say a little bit over $3,000 in a month, you're already gonna get about an $1,100 paycheck on that, which is really, really amazing, because that's just based on what you do personally. That's not anybody else. But the second way you get paid in Beautycounter is you build a team. Okay, you get paid 3 levels down. So somebody that enrolls directly under you is your level 1. You get paid on your level 1, your level 2, and your level 3, up to 9% commission on each one of those levels based on where you are in the company. That is a tremendous way to build your paycheck. Now, the third and final way that you get paid is by developing leaders. This is something I didn't pay very much attention to when I first started Beautycounter, because I truly was in the throes of being pregnant, nursing, having toddlers, changing diapers, moving car seats, doing all this stuff. So I really worked this very marginally and was not so much concerned on leadership development when I first started my career with Beautycounter. But as a mentor, when you recruit someone to the business and you develop them as a leader and you work with them to reach their goals, and as they promote and build a team, you are actually going to get some additional override commissions on their success, because you as a leader are investing in them and you're helping them grow. Now, the final thing I want to address is, why should I be a consultant? I feel like in this moment in our culture, this moment in history, it's such a unique one. And really, I would say you should become a consultant, first of all, because I have got the most amazing team of women who are photographers, writers, pastors' wives, they're mamas, they are bloggers, they are doing so many different things in the world, and Beautycounter is just a part of what they do. Beautycounter doesn't have to become your everything. It should not become your everything. Beautycounter is something that can be worked into the margins of that full-time job you have, of raising kids, of homeschooling, whatever, of being a lawyer, being a doctor. So many different women come to Beautycounter because this mission transcends what our day job is, okay? So that's the first reason, is this is an incredible community of friends and women that you get to work alongside, be inspired by, and be a part of. The second reason you should say yes is that you can do Beautycounter from anywhere in the world, and you can do it at your own pace. If you want to work 40 hours a week, you can work 40 hours a week. If you have a newborn baby at home and your family really needs some extra flex income and you've got maybe 4 hours a week, you can do it. You can do this with 4 hours a week. Now, your growth is going to be dependent on how much time you give to this. And your income, your paycheck, is going to be dependent on how much time you're able to give to this. But never discount the strength of starting small, being steady, and growing slowly over time. And the last reason that I think you should say yes to Beautycounter is that it is just fun. It has been such a joy to connect with women of all ages, across all kinds of demographics, life seasons. It is so much fun to connect with my clients. As a mom of 5 kids, this brings, it's an element, it's an element of fellowship and engagement that I don't get anywhere else. And so you should say yes because it's fun. I would love for you to pop into my Instagram DMs at LaurenPapa3. No spam, please, but always feel free to send me a message there if you have more questions. There's nothing like talking person to person and not just on a video, so feel free to shoot me a message and ask any questions that you have, and I hope to see you soon.